Hi everyone, I'm Megan and I interned at Green City Growers this past semester. Thanks. As many of you already know, I have an identical twin sister named Anna. Unfortunately, she couldn't be here today. She told me she had class and work. But I do know it's Cinco, and I do know she's at UNH, so pretty sure we all know what she's actually doing. So we're best friends. Growing up, we had the same group of friends, we had the same job, we did the same sports, and we even decided to go to college together. Technically, I'm 1 minute older than her, but anyone who knows us well wouldn't guess that. I've been pretty reliant on her my whole entire life for just about everything. In high school, I even used to sneak into her backpack to copy her homework while she was asleep. Although I was pretty comfortable sliding by, depending on her for everything, I knew I needed to change. Between the two of us, she's always been the more confident, outgoing, and outspoken one. That led me to always feel like I was in her shadow. I felt insecure and incompetent of being self-reliant. So obviously, the idea of going to Boston and living in a city by myself was pretty daunting. So I'll bring you to my first night in the city. I was all alone in my apartment, and I realized that I was freezing. But I'm always cold, so I didn't really think anything of it. And then I realized that the vent was blowing out cold air, so I knew the heat just wasn't working. So the maintenance guy was supposed to come around 5. So I'm sitting on the couch, getting a little nervous, social anxiety's kicking in, and I realized a few hours had passed and he was nowhere to be found. So I decided to go to bed because I thought he wasn't coming. And then at 11:30, I was woken up to the buzzer to our apartment. And now I've never lived in an apartment before, so I didn't even know how to let him in, like what was going on. So I started to panic, but it was fine. He came in, fixed the heat, everything worked out, and I realized that I was able to be on my own and everything was gonna be okay. So over the course of the semester, I began to realize how vastly different I was from Anna. One morning, I decided to go on a run through Brookline. I saw this little old homeless woman crunched up on the sidewalk, and I felt terrible. I really wanted to do something, but I didn't know what I could do. I'm pretty much broke myself, so I couldn't give her money, so I just kept running. But then I saw this little bagel place, and I thought, I could really go for a bagel right now. But I thought she probably needs it more than I do. So I got her a bagel and some water and brought it back. I immediately texted Anna right after to tell her what I had done. She said, "Wow, that's really nice. I don't think I would ever do something like that." So with that and the many self-reflective activities we did in Ariel's class, I began to learn a lot about myself. I learned that I'm a very sensitive, empathetic person, and I care a lot about others in a way that not all people do. I also knew that I was pretty introverted, and I used to hate that about myself. But my mentor, Jeff, helped me realize that being quiet also helps me work really hard and smart and have the ability to focus in ways not all people can. So my insecurities began to dwindle as the semester went on. I began more confident than I ever was in the past. I surprised myself by speaking up often in class. I used to be the kid who hid in the back of the classroom hoping the teacher didn't call on her. I also was able to discover my true passion. Before this program, if someone was to ask me what I wanted to do after college, I would tell them I was planning on going to grad school, aka no clue what I want to do with my life. But I was able to realize that I'm truly passionate about teaching others about health and nutrition through hands-on gardening experiences. I don't think I would have ever realized that if I hadn't interned for Green City Growers. So my point is, I could have easily stayed in my little bubble right next to Anna for as long as possible. But what good would that do? So I encourage everyone to jump on any opportunity that forces them out of their comfort zone and makes them feel scared. Abraham Maslow said it best. One can choose to go back toward safety or forward toward growth. Growth must be chosen again and again. Fear must be overcome again and again. Thank you.